I didn't want to be too fantastical because so many people out there are suffering. And I felt like they needed a hero. And I wanted Black Lightning, Thunder, and Lightning, and Lynn to be their heroes. I wanted someone to be, or some people to be concerned about what's going on in Chicago, what's going on in Watts, what's going on in Oakland. I wanted people in those areas to feel like there was someone who was thinking about them, and so I wanted this show to reflect that.
I think someone asked me a little while ago, you know, is he a vigilante, is he a hero? And personally, I think what makes him a hero is that he comes up to that line that we all face, and he makes a heroic choice. That, you know, it's personal for him, but he's not strictly ruled by that. His better angels, I think, override that, but it's still, for an actor, you know, I love that he is flawed. Those are the things that we sink our teeth into, and I think the old adage goes a lot of times that that villains are the most interesting to play because they're inherently flawed, and but what's great about Jefferson is that he's flawed as well, and so he's not just two-dimensional, he's a three-dimensional being with family ties and his own demons to exercise, and so makes him a compelling character.
You know, we've gotten to that point about green light. One of the things that I was interested in, even, you know, coming up, was this whole Oliver North drug trade, and I lived in a place where crack was like, it was like the locust, you know what I mean? You couldn't drive and stop at a stop sign without 10 people coming up to your car trying to sell you some crack, and that says a lot when you're in the car with your mother, you know what I mean? And so the thing that we're exploring is we started in the neighborhood, and now we're expanding to say, how does these things, guns, drugs, get in the neighborhood, and why? And so if you're asking what can you look forward to, is the exploration of why these things come into our neighborhoods. And so we're gonna start sort of stepping outside of the neighborhood. You know, the Tuskegee experiment wasn't, you know, a hood thing, it was a government thing. You know what I mean? Oliver North wasn't a hood thing, it was a government thing, but in so-called hood was affected by it. So these young black men and women, Latin men and women, even now with the whole so-called opioid, I say heroin, the whole heroin epidemic in rural America, these things just don't fall accidentally into these neighborhoods, and we want to explore how do they actually get there and why.